Hey friends, I want to tell you a story about a little girl. This little girl was a very determined, very tenacious, very demure, very mindful little girl. Little girl was from a 5-bedroom home. She had both parents in the home. Her mom was a stay-at-home mom who prepared dinners most evenings for this family. Until one eventful evening when her dad came home really late from work and her parents began to argue about his poor spending habits, how he was spending money for their bills on other things. And during the argument, this particular night, her dad actually hit her mom. And the little girl felt the need to defend her mom by throwing a phone at her dad. Now, for the purposes of this story, let's call this little girl Vision. So after this eventful night, the next day, Vision, her mom, and her sisters moved into a new 3-bedroom apartment to get away from the dad. At 13, Vision went from being a 13-year-old free-spirited girl spending time with her friends, playing outside, and playing sports at school to helping her mom, who now has to go from being a stay-at-home mom to working every single day. Vision helped her mom rear her sisters, becoming a stand-in second parent by doing laundry, helping with homework, preparing dinner most nights for her sisters. Vision even began to work getting paid under the table, as it is illegal for a 13-year-old to work. Vision one day met her mom's divorce attorney as they were going through the divorce process. Now, this was the first Black woman, as Vision would say, that was successful and had money. What Vision really liked about the attorney, other than her being this Black successful woman, is that she remembered the attorney helping her mom get financial support for their family and ultimately lessening the financial burden that her mom and her sisters now faced. Vision talked to this attorney about her career decision and how she got there. And what struck her most is that the attorney said how she often had to sacrifice time and money from her very own children to help children like Vision and others that were in even worse conditions. Vision was determined to be like Miss Renee, this beautiful Black attorney who made sacrifices for others that impacted her very own children, for others who were far less fortunate. Vision realized the real weight and sacrifice of Mrs. Renee's work as Vision began to work for herself, take care of her sisters, and earn money. Vision thought how heartbreaking it is that Miss Renee didn't have a whole army to help her do the work of supporting women and children in the community. Vision went on to college and saw even greater needs in the community. Vision realized that she didn't have to be an attorney to make a difference, but she did need resources. She also needed a team. So one day, Vision thought about Miss Renee. Who celebrates the women who tirelessly give back to their community, rear their children, provide resources, and advocate for those who are without? Who lets these women know they are appreciated, loved, revered, and required? How do they know they are loved and respected so they can continue doing this much-needed work? If they are always pouring to others, then who refills and refuels them? Vision is me. Vision is you. Queens, I am Vision, and this is my why. I wanted to create a community where women like Vision's mom, Vision, Miss Renee, her attorney who advocated for those without, and other women like them feel celebrated, they feel seen, feel loved, and of course they feel appreciated. So what is your why? You are either Vision or you are Miss Renee, and some of you may be the mom just trying to create better for your family. But together, we are all represented in the story. And together, we are all Boss Babes. And Boss Babes was birthed as the one place where you're not asked to make a donation. You don't have to take an oath to be in the sisterhood. We are not incorporated or bound by bylaws. You know, many of you are in other organizations, sororities, Jack and Jill, Smart Set, Links, Girlfriends, I can go on and on. Boss Babes is just different. It's a place where we're not bound by all of those things, which is why we were created. Boss Babes Celebration was specifically created to do 3 things. The first thing it was created for was to celebrate the queens that you are. You know, each of you give tirelessly each day in your roles as business owners, executives, leaders, mothers, wives, sisters, and friends. And so Boss Babes is really a way to thank you, to honor you, and truly celebrate you. The second reason Boss Babes community was created to re-energize and replenish you. I get energy from being around like-minded, intelligent, God-fearing doers. And I also realize when I'm around you guys, it's some bad women doing amazing things, and I need to step up my game and do more. So here I am thinking I'm doing great things, but really, I'm only scratching the surface when I look around at all my boss babes. You ladies have made it to, you know, big positions and great things in your life. And you're always putting out fires, trying to win elections, cleaning up the mess of the entire world. And quite frankly, you get tired. So Boss Babe Celebration is just an opportunity for you to rest, take the cape off, re-energize, and relax, and just be celebrated. And the third reason the Boss Babe Celebration was created is because it's such an amazing community, and we're going to continue to need to support each other's, have greater impact in our communities, especially now. Organizations are cutting funding for people who look like us, and people who look like us need to cut the money that we spend with organizations who made a conscious decision to eliminate DEI funding or funding to Black and Brown organizations. More than ever before, we need you bosses to collab and come together with someone in our Boss Babe community and do some amazing, extraordinary, boss-like things. Next year, I just want us to have some newsworthy things to report from this amazing Boss Babe community. This may be the most meaningful link-up organization you have ever been a part of. We are our greatest supporters, cheerleaders, and business partners. If and only if we leverage each other. This is my why. What is yours?